Welcome to Context 101. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Beneath the rainforests of the Philippines, a discovery has shaken the world and captured the attention of scientists, investors, and governments alike. Hidden deep within the earth are vast reserves of rare earth elements, valued in the billions, with the potential to transform the nation's economy and global standing. This isn't just a mineral find, it's a potential game-changer for the global tech economy, long dominated by China, and a lifeline for industries hungry for these essential resources. For decades, China's grip on these 17 critical minerals has left nations like the US and its allies vulnerable to supply shocks and price manipulation. Now, the Philippines is thrust into the spotlight, offering a new source for the materials that power everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced missile systems and renewable energy technologies. But opportunity comes with challenge. Technical, political, and environmental hurdles stand in the way, from the complexities of extraction to the need for sustainable practices and community consent. The Philippines faces a geopolitical tug-of-war, with the US eager for a secure supply and China determined to protect its dominance, while regional tensions simmer in the background. The decisions made now will shape not just the nation's future, but the world's technological and security landscape for generations to come. The stakes are enormous. Economic transformation is possible, but so is the risk of corruption, environmental harm, and social unrest, if these resources are not managed wisely. The Philippines stands at a pivotal crossroads, its choices set to redefine its role on the global stage and determine whether it becomes a model for responsible resource development or a cautionary tale. Rare earth elements, 17 metals including the lanthanides, scandium, and yttrium, aren't truly rare, but are rarely found in miniable concentrations. Their unique magnetic and electronic properties make them essential for modern tech: smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and advanced military systems. Neodymium and praseodymium power tiny, strong magnets. Europium and terbium light up our screens. Processing these elements is complex and polluting, involving hazardous chemicals and generating toxic waste. The real bottleneck isn't mining, but refining. Few countries have the capacity or willingness to handle the environmental risks. As demand for green tech and smart devices soars, whoever controls rare earths holds immense economic and strategic power. The Philippines' discovery could shift this balance, offering a new source just as global demand skyrockets. The world's technological future may depend on how these resources are managed. China's dominance in rare earths began in the 1980s, as it ramped up production, while others closed mines over costs and environmental concerns. Today, China mines 60–70% of the world's rare earths and controls about 90% of processing capacity. Even non-Chinese ore is often shipped to China for refining, giving Beijing enormous leverage. In 2010, China halted exports to Japan during a dispute, exposing the world's vulnerability. The US, once a leader, found itself dependent on its rival for critical materials. This sparked a global scramble to diversify supply chains and reduce reliance on China. The Philippines' confirmed reserves now offer a rare chance to break this monopoly. For the first time in decades, a new player could reshape the global rare earths market. The Philippines' official announcement of vast, high-quality rare earth reserves has electrified its economy and sent shockwaves through global markets. The news has sparked excitement and speculation, as investors and industry leaders scramble to understand the full implications of this discovery. Years of quiet exploration and scientific research have finally paid off, revealing deposits valued in the billions of dollars. Experts believe these reserves could be extracted efficiently, thanks to favorable geology and improved mining technology, potentially transforming the nation's economic landscape. The government is now urgently reviewing mining policies to attract both local and international investment. Their goal? To build a robust domestic industry that processes minerals at home, rather than simply exporting raw ore and missing out on added value. The focus is clear: develop local processing capabilities, capture more economic value, and ensure strict environmental safeguards are in place to protect communities and ecosystems. The United States responded quickly, offering technical assistance and investment to help the Philippines secure a reliable, friendly supply chain for these critical minerals, and to reduce dependence on less stable sources. This move fits into a broader American strategy to build mineral alliances across Southeast Asia, strengthening regional ties and ensuring access to essential resources for high-tech industries. Meanwhile, evidence suggests the Philippines may have unknowingly supplied China for years, exporting ore without realizing its true value or strategic importance in the global supply chain. Now, with the secret out, the nation faces a reckoning. The challenge is to take control, demand fair profits, and leverage its newfound resources for national development and the benefit of its people. The Philippines stands ready to claim its place as a pivotal supplier in the global race for critical minerals, shaping its future and influencing the world's technological progress. The recent rare earth discovery has rapidly accelerated the formation of a strategic partnership between the Philippines and the United States, marking a pivotal moment in the region's economic and diplomatic landscape. For Washington, this is more than just a business opportunity, it's a critical chance to reduce dependence on China for vital minerals that power everything from smartphones to advanced military technology. High-level meetings and negotiations have laid the groundwork for significant U.S. investment, technology transfer, and the introduction of sustainable mining practices, aiming to benefit both nations for years to come. The U.S. envisions a Southeast Asian rare earth corridor, positioning the Philippines as a key anchor and a strategic hub for regional supply chains. For Manila, American partnership brings not only much-needed capital and technical expertise, but also greater leverage in its ongoing competition with China for influence and resources. Philippine officials stress the importance of forging diversified, transparent partnerships that build national capacity, ensuring that the country's interests remain at the forefront of any agreement. But this alliance also places the Philippines squarely in the crosshairs of the ongoing U.S.-China rivalry, requiring careful diplomacy and strategic foresight to navigate the shifting tides. Manila must skillfully balance its deep security ties with Washington and its vital economic links to Beijing, which remains its top trading partner and a major player in the region. The rare earth sector could ultimately redefine the nation's alliances and reshape its role in the evolving landscape of regional geopolitics. Navigating these complex waters will be crucial for the Philippines as it seeks to secure both long-term prosperity and national sovereignty in a rapidly changing world. Malaysia's recent rare earth boom offers a cautionary tale for the Philippines. By banning raw ore exports, Malaysia forced investment in local processing, aiming to capture more value and jobs. But the move sparked controversy over environmental risks and foreign partnerships, especially with companies like Linus. Public protests over waste management highlight the need for strict oversight and transparency. Malaysia's experience shows the importance of choosing partners who share technology and uphold high sustainability standards. For the Philippines, the lesson is clear: prioritize responsible development, community engagement, and real technology transfer. The right choices now will determine whether mineral wealth becomes a blessing or a burden. Rare earth mining could transform the Philippine economy, creating jobs and funding vital infrastructure. But the environmental risks are severe. Deforestation, water contamination, and toxic waste threaten the nation's rich biodiversity. Many deposits lie on indigenous lands, raising issues of consent, displacement, and cultural preservation. Philippine law requires free, prior, and informed consent from indigenous communities, making their involvement essential. The challenge: build a world-class regulatory framework that enforces strict environmental standards and ensures fair benefit sharing. Avoiding the resource curse means demanding transparency, corporate responsibility, and robust governance. The Philippines can set a global standard for sustainable mineral development, but only with political will and active stakeholder participation. The nation must balance economic ambition with its duty to protect people and planet. The world is watching to see if the Philippines can chart a new, responsible path. Experts agree. The Philippines' rare earth windfall is a huge opportunity, but only if managed with transparency and strong governance. Anti-corruption measures and open contracts are essential to prevent the resource curse. Environmental and social safeguards must not be sacrificed for quick gains. Foreign partners should bring top-tier technology for waste management. Genuine engagement with local and indigenous communities is non-negotiable. On the geopolitical front, experts urge a multi-aligned strategy. Work with US, Australian, European, and even Chinese firms to secure the best terms. The real prize is building a domestic industry for processing and manufacturing, not just exporting raw ore. Value addition, technology transfer, and workforce training are key to long-term prosperity. The goal: create an ecosystem from mine to magnet, securing the nation's economic future. success will be measured by both national growth and the well-being of affected communities. The Philippines stands at a historic crossroads, its rare earth discovery forcing a national reckoning. One path leads to prosperity and global influence, the other, to environmental ruin and lost opportunity. The world is watching, hoping the Philippines can break China's monopoly and set a new standard for responsible resource development. Manila must balance superpower interests, protect its environment, and build its own capacity. Every decision, from regulations to contracts, will test the nation's foresight and resolve. This is about more than minerals. It's about sovereignty and the right to shape the future. The Philippines has a rare chance to lead by example, but the outcome is not guaranteed. Wise choices, integrity, and a commitment to the common good are essential. The archipelago's awakening could redefine the global rare earths market and its own destiny. The world awaits the path the Philippines will choose.